discussing visual skills, identifying targets, searching 15 to 20 seconds ahead, turning head to identify. If we're going left, we need to look left. If we're going right, we need to look right. Judging stopping distance, adequate following distance in seconds, and that's hard for a beginning driver. Checking mirrors. We have three. We have the center mirror. I'm framing the rear window in the mirror. We have our driver's side mirror. I want to look straight ahead and see a little bit of the side of the car more out to the left. We have our passenger side mirror. Now we do have blind spots. We have four. We have one in the front part of the car, directly behind the car, to the left, in between the back and side door. And then we have one on the right in between the front and side door. So you have to look over your shoulder, look out the back window to the right, look over your shoulder, look out the back window to the left. You have to check your blind spots. We're going to be driving at a 10 and 2 or 9 and 3. I'm looking at the state expectations. Also, we're going to look at turns into this nearest lane. We're going to look at verbalizing gaps and keep safety. We're going to complete turns in the proper lane. Good afternoon, E. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Also, we're also going to be looking at controlled and uncontrolled intersections. Curves, we want to go in slow to the curve. Expressway, accelerates to the proper speed, identifies targets and gaps, maintains proper speed, slows down, and also safe driving behavior. Do you automatically put on your seatbelt? Yes. Do you maintain proper speed at all times? Yes. Do you demonstrate proper use of mirrors? You've got to check your mirrors. So we're going to be going through some neighborhoods on the east side. We're going to get on I-94. Depending on the traffic, we might get off at Gratiot earlier, or we might take some side roads. I'm going to let you guys decide. It's been a pretty good day, and I always want to give you best practice, and I really enjoy this. Okay, so we're going to put it in reverse. I have a backup camera, but I want to look over my right shoulder, left shoulder, cover my brake, and gradually back up slowly, turning my head. Then I want to stop and straighten up. Okay, we're going to look left and right. And we're going to, whenever you're driving, you have to look where you're going. You'll be surprised how many people do not look where they're going. It's been a pretty good day. A few emergencies in the room. People have social, emotional. So I want this to be peaceful for you. Okay? And I really find driving very peaceful. By being an instructor, sometimes it can get a little bit stressful when you get tired or you get a little bit greedy. We all get a little bit greedy sometimes taking too many students. But overall, I try to be very organized, teach class in a very certain way, and just be patient. And I think the biggest thing is, that's what I want you to lead with, is being patient. Okay, I'm making my turn. I'm going to proceed straight. Now, I'm going to proceed straight. So we're in a neighborhood, and we want to be under 25 miles an hour. We want to take our time and be patient. This is a stop sign. It's a regulatory sign. We want to stop. Now I'm going to stop. I'm going to look left, right. There's a car coming. I want to show you. You'll see the car coming. If I didn't look to the right, could have got hit. You have to look. And then I'm going to go very slow. There's a huge pothole here. All right. And you see the car is in the private driveway. We have the right of way. I'm going to turn on my left blinker. And I'm going to make my left turn. Neighborhoods are good places to get warmed up. They're from New Jersey, out-of-town drivers. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to go over the speed hump and just take my time. I see the pedestrian there. I see the cars. We want to make eye contact. Some people will let you out, some people won't. I'm just going to take my time and be patient. I'm just looking and waiting and just being patient. Someone will let me out soon. If not, I'll just wait. We're not going to let people dictate our lives. So you just got to be patient and just be ready for the opportunity. Up. Okay. And I'm just going to pull in and wait. So I'm behind this car and I'm looking. Okay, I'm gonna pull behind this Ford Explorer. It's pretty nice. I'm just gonna wait. It was raining this morning, and it's raining now. So the surface is wet. This could contribute to skidding out or crashing. So we don't want to do that. I'm gonna go out real easy and turn out. Okay. Turn on my right turn signal. We're going to be getting on the I-94 expressway. There's more than one way to take. Yeah, it's been off and on all day, yes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make my turn. And, oh my goodness, that traffic. Well, this is what you come to watch. Yes, it's spring. Yep. So we're just going to go down real easy. I don't think I can get up to the 4,000 RPM merge because of the density of the traffic. So we're about 2,100. I'm gonna pull in behind this car. I'm not gonna squeeze in front, blinkers on, and then it worked out pretty good. Now, I'm not sure ahead what's happening with construction, so we're just gonna be as patient as possible. It is, and you know, clouds and weather can be regional. Midwest, East Coast, West Coast. Okay, when I was in Texas, they were having, and this was in March? No, this was in last year, October? They were having a lot of storms across the East Coast and potential flooding. So I don't want to wish that on anyone. We're about 45 miles an hour, feeling pretty good. Be getting more rest. And if you have questions, ask them. We have a moderator, E. She's doing a great job. Appreciate it. And then if she doesn't answer it, I will. And we're about helping people here. This is our community. Okay? So I'm in the first lane, 35 miles an hour. I'm fine. Honk, healthcare, not warfare. Okay? I support. You need healthcare. Healthcare is expensive. It is a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and make a lane change and pick up speed. Traffic is opened up, as you see. Things are very expensive. Lessons, food. Okay. In fact, oh my God, $54 to fill up the car. Gas is up to $4.20 a gallon. When I went to Detroit the other day to take care of my brother, it was $4.11, $4.09. The next day I woke up, it was $4.20 a gallon. Okay? In the middle lane, smooth. I feel pretty nice. Energy's good. I'm looking ahead. Yes. More people come in usually after about 15 to 20 minutes. This is when it starts flooding in. Okay, 15 to 20 minutes. So it's sad when your car breaks down like that, but you gotta know how to work on it. It does. But you're in a big urban area. I am too. So we're trying to maintain speed. And usually this time of afternoon, this is when it's very active. I'm just trying to squeeze my brake real easy. It was like this morning too, very packed. So you get no relief. 11? Oh, whoa. I don't know if I can make it. We're cruising about 35 to 45. This is correct. You got to travel. You got to go somewhere. This is true. It depends on the city. Detroit, Chicago, Miami, Atlanta, Georgia, Des Moines, Iowa. Just really depends. I'm just taking my time. You have to be patient. Now, if you have to pick up your child from daycare, that's pressure because you're on that clock. Every half an hour, you pay them more money. Or you got another meeting. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was speeding to get to another location to teach driver's ed in person. We will help our family. I'll do anything for you guys. But also, you can only keep up so much. Like the pace is starting to pick up a little bit. You got to plan. Whatever your job is what your job is. Squeezing my brake, taking my time. We may have to get off on Gratiot, just like the other day, because we're all trying to get to where we got to go. And I'm just taking my time, not tailgating, relax. And what you see is what you get. If you were driving with me, I say, hey, let's cruise, man. Why are you tailgating? Back off. We're in the I-94 expressway. There's heavy construction. Also, this morning there was an accident. I think it was 2 or 3 cars. It takes an hour. They are doing too much speeding, not paying attention. The state police, whenever there's an accident, we need to look at that accident report. You know, they have to identify what it could be mechanical, electrical, distractions. The number one thing is probably distractions. And there's also a campaign here. They're in, I think it's Project Ghostwriter, or Campaign Ghostwriter. And they're watching all people, man. Then of course you got all these people under 30 trying to drive and do burnouts and race, and they're taking cars. The police are taking cars. They still don't care. You're right. But I guess if a couple of people's cars get taken, you'll get serious. You know, loitering, participation in a drag race. Up, up, up. Whoa. Wow, boy. Boy. Come on. That was the accident waiting to happen. I'm trying to stay in this chilled mental state. You feel me, guys? Right? And I want you to see real life. That wasn't no AI. That was real. That Wagoneer almost came and knocked me out. That's ignorant, yes. But if you look back at the videos, probably 80% of the time, I'm in the middle lane. The right lane, you're going to get cut off. It's crazy traffic, man. I don't know. Oh, I can't get off here. I'm going to keep moving. This is true. And I think once you drive enough, you're going to go through this every single day. It depends on your city. Milwaukee, Wichita's a big city. Atlanta, Georgia. Wichita, Kansas. Pratt, Kansas. Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. Scottsdale. I've been to Scottsdale, Arizona too. I-94, right lane closed. It's gonna take our time. Can you believe that vehicle to the left of me is $100,000? Even if I had the money, I don't think I'd get it. I wouldn't. Hondas are good cars. Any car is a good car. I just want to deal with them. Just gonna keep it moving. Yeah, it's crazy. Now this Traverse to the left, that's not bad. I like that. Well, they're from Iowa. I'm a little close. I'm not trying to get a guard. I'm not trying to get a hit that. It's hard to believe. They're from Iowa. That's a ways away. Mm-hmm. The Traxxas are not bad either. And this is where you see a lot of people get very impatient. They cut off cars. You find I'm gonna have to look at that. You know, movies have changed so much. You know, with the effects, camera work. You know, you can see that gap from that early 2000s to 2010. Okay, and people, you can make a whole movie on your phone. You know, if you know what to do. And then, of course, Netflix-approved cameras. So we're at 20 miles an hour. I'm not even phased. And I watch a lot of people, you know, their lives, racing, driving, computers, you know, truck drivers driving New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. There are a lot of young drivers, 30 and under. They're making 80, 90, 100K, but they deal with traffic. You know, I watch quite a few black female truck drivers. They're making 80K, 90K. You see them with their truck because I'm a transportation person, so I really enjoy all that. And of course, trying to back a truck in. I cannot back in that big truck. I would have to learn. I have an 18-foot open trailer, but you can see all these cars just squeezing up. They all go cut off. I'm just leaving room so I don't rear in the truck. But some cars are going to cut in front of me. You can see all the cars cutting in from the right. I see them, but I'm focused on my space cushion here. You know what? You know what I'm thinking about, E? I'm thinking about medical supply. I signed up for a Masterclass. I have my own car. I have insurance. You got to take a HEPA class to get certified because you're handling, you know, human fluids. And why not deliver stuff to Walgreens, CVS? You know, you mentioned hustle. This rate that I'm getting, I won't make $40 an hour. I won't make $30 an hour. Yeah, it is the law. You gotta, you know, if you're carrying medical supplies or specimens or, you know, whatever, I'm trying not to say what I wanted. If you're carrying, you know, when people go to the doctor and they swab your mouth, so I'm gonna look into that. Okay, I'm trying to work smart, not hard. It says right lane closed in 1 mile. It looks like we're going to be taking Gratiot. Yeah, you got to get your certificates. Okay, I'm just, why not? I've been in the transportation industry forever. They can only pay me so much. I really, but it's a side hustle. Let's just see how I do. And just imagine these trucks. Okay, this truck is from Indiana. That's the hardest part. This is how I was going through Canada up through New York. Yes. Squeeze my brakes. Go slow. Take my time. Yeah, you could have stolen a hoodie, some shoes. Drop them off, sign it. That would be very interesting. And I really need to check into that. That's a lot of traffic. I'm going to show you what's behind me. You see the traffic behind me? Stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. But I'm patient. Yes. I haven't been feeling really good. You're absolutely correct. You see, we here just locked in. I'm in a bad spot, but whoa, I was looking at the truck. You know what almost happened? I almost rear-ended that white Jeep because I was staring at the truck. I need to focus. This is true. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to read about that because you probably do have to wear some protective gear. The flow is starting to pick up a little bit because you want to protect yourself. Right lane closed ahead. You gotta keep your hands clean. It's like a truck broke down up here. Oh, that's construction. So what are we doing? Are we taking Gratiot's down on 94? What are we doing? Let me know. If not, Gratiot or 94? I'm going to take Gratiot. Okay, you see all that traffic? I think I made a good decision. All those cars? No, no, no. I don't want to mess with that. Ah, isn't this peaceful? I know. And I like learning about different roads and where people live and where they grew up, and you know, I'm not gonna run this. I'm going to really. Oh, they tore down that hotel. Let's squeeze the brake. Going in real easy. Bam. Stop line right here, and then the pedestrian crosswalk. And this sign says right turn only. Gratiot is your typical main thoroughfare. It's named differently. Okay. Busy is a 3-lane. It's a 4-lane. This is a 4-lane thoroughfare. And then sometimes it goes to 50, to 40, to 35. Depends on when your city was built. Because people do run lights and we're not trying to get hit. I'm a defensive driver. This says the front camera needs servicing. I'm not sure. Okay, we look, we check. Okay, we'll be in the outside lane. Here we go. All right, here we go. You good? I'm just taking my time. And I'm just scanning. Oh, they kind of squeezed in. Ooh, that was so dangerous. Nope, I'm not gonna run the light. I'm just trying to build good habits, because to certain communities, you run lights, you're going to get a ticket. And that was that stale green light. And you look at the do not walk sign. We're by a shopping mall area. There are a lot of people who don't drive, who waiting for the bus. I'm trying to do good habits. One of my bad habits was I used to change lanes in the middle of the intersection. I just got really sloppy. and I just stopped because I was in a hurry. And I think 90% of problems is because you're rushing, you're late, you're in a hurry. It's looking left and right. Yep, we all do get lazy sometimes. You get out of your routine. And you're trying to eat clean, get some exercise. That's true. I'm not scanning, taking my time. I see cars pulling out, which is fine. I'm okay. We have a green. I'm looking ahead. Yes. Then why does Instagram keep showing me Bruce Lee videos, right? Positive manifestation. And I'm really big on that too. So I guess it's showing me what I'm interested in. And if I like Bruce Lee's videos, I'm gonna learn it. Everybody wants the cake until it's time. Man, haha, you got that right. I'm just squeezing my brake. And this car's brake light is out. We're going about 20 miles an hour. The speed limit here is 45. True. And this is a 4-lane. Get a chance to see all 4 lanes. A lot of traffic. Blind spot. I always realize that, and this is true. So this is why I don't worry about things. You're right. And I'm gonna have to get over 1 lane. Nice. Most people are using their blinkers. We're about 45 miles an hour. I'm looking ahead, 2 red lights. We got the hawk. You do have to sanitize. We had that during COVID. And, if you're sick, you should wear a mask. Always clean your hands. We do have hand sanitizer. Usually I get sick once or twice at this time of year. But like today I didn't leave till like 7:07. That's really late for me. And usually I get out and leave 6:50, 6:45, 7. I'm getting later and later, and that's when you get caught up in that traffic. Yes. You are right. My son is really big on natural and eating good, cleaning good, but it's expensive. Yeah, orange juice, definitely. You see those beautiful Corvettes over there, big trucks over there. Expensive, man. No one can afford those. I'm trying to keep good speed and good space. This car's from Tennessee. We are on a budget. I'm not gonna pretend, because I got caught at one time and I'm not gonna mess up again. You gotta live within your budget. Now, if you want a nice car, you save it, you stack up money, you do what you do. True. Speed control's real nice. Yeah, I have all girl cousins. They're tall too. you know, from 18 up to 65, 68. So we have a pretty huge family. We're going into a one-way now, taking our time. Yeah, we're gonna check. We have to take a look at Walgreens. Target too. That's right. They're definitely. But how long will those smaller pharmacies be open? Because Target and those other, not Target, Walmart, those other big stores are, they're just gobbling up the mom and pops. The one thing I'm trying to do, you're right, Amazon too. You know, my son and daughter and my son's girl, they're on that Amazon. They live by that stuff, man. They, like, you order it, it's there the next day. I'm only thinking about Amazon for something like Christmas time or a holiday season. But it's just a different perspective, I guess. We're about into Mount Clemens Trap. You see all this traffic. That car almost hit them. We're at 35 miles an hour. I'm at 33. You do have to have options. You know, I've had some Amazon gift cards like for, I'm embarrassed, like 2 or 3, 4 years. Like you get them for Christmas, you just put them up in the drawer, right? And then one time I think I had about $600 in Amazon gift cards. I wasn't really like an Amazon person. Like I think like that's for Christmas time or that's for Black Friday. But people swear by Amazon. I'm one that likes to go into the store and see my merchandise. You know, the quality of clothes. They always do have good sales. The quality of clothes has dropped. You know, most of my stuff is from Walmart, JCPenney's. I'm low budget. Like this outfit I have on, this button down. I got some cargo pants. I got some little TikTok shoes on. You know, these Metas are from. They're from Meta, but I ordered them off of Amazon. You know. So, yeah, it's a nice convertible. And then some businesses I've been at, they give you like an account, and you have like $1,000 in your Amazon account, and you just order. So they're not, you know, like the last time actually my son went to Brazil to play football, we went to the Apple store and we ordered his new phone, right? He got it in green. So I'm trying to stay in this lane. It's downtown area. You see people working. But I guess I just like to have options. Food delivery, like people don't go out anymore. They just order. I'm like, isn't that expensive? Like when I went to Texas, you guys were with me. I ordered off of Uber Eats. It was like one meal was like $35, $47. Okay, but when you're really, really, really hungry, it doesn't matter. Like I didn't eat all day, and I was really starving. It is expensive. I'm trying to take my time and keep space. You know, I was on eBay for a while, you know, just looking at goods. And I was on eBay. I sold a few things, bought a few things. It does have consequences. You're right about that. but I like going in. Oh my God, gas is $4.59 a gallon. Dang! $4.59 a gallon. They are tripping. What is my fuel range? My fuel range is, I'm being honest with you, my fuel range is 75 miles. Gas is $4.59 a gallon. It was about $4.20, $4.29 this morning. That's crazy. No way. Yeah, we are in strange times. We were just talking about that. Awful strange. That's why I try to, I always have spare money. I'm going to show you something. Once I stop, let me show you something. Look. I have physical money. Like if my car's empty, I can put in $4, $5, $6, get home. Okay? You can't rely on and my daughter got me this a couple years ago. One of the best things my daughter I used to have the big bulky wallet. She's like, Dad, you got to get it. She got me this. And then I have money. Okay? And I keep that with me. Just in case. Okay? Because sometimes your cards won't work. And then you're screwed. And I'm scared like that. Because your cards can't get demagnetized. Yes. Insurance, identification, all that. And I have an enhanced license, so I can travel anywhere. Whoa. Damn it. I have an enhanced license. So I can go anywhere in the United States, Canada, I think the Caribbean or Cayman Islands. My son also has that enhanced license too. And for some extra money, extra documents, so I have an enhanced license. So if he wanted to go to Canada or Cayman Islands, yes. U.S. territories, that's correct. And I have a chauffeur's license too. Still, my students were telling me I need to go ahead and get that class 2 CDL, and then I can drive a limousine. A limousine, you can make some side money like that, because my daughter a few years ago, when she was graduating from high school, I think she had about 30 people, and she ordered a limousine. The guy was like, you need to do it. You need to do it. He was trying to get that $100 tip. That's what he was trying to do. I'm not mad at him. Okay. Gas is $4.59 a gallon. I try not to watch the news that much. You're right. I try not to watch it because it depresses. But I want to know what's happening in my environment. I want to know what's happening in the Midwest. I want to know what's happening across the United States. You got to know what's going on. It's just too depressing. But also, I need to know, I just want to see the highlights. What's going on? And I try to stay positive. 100% I do. True. I just try to look out for my family, community. Gas is $4.79 here. Gas is $4.79 here. Within a miles, it's change. $4.70. That's almost $4.80, bro. If you look at it, that's almost $5. You're like, no. Okay, I'm squeezing my brain. You're about to die. Gas is $5. $4.99 at 7-Eleven, bro. $4.99. Are you kidding? Like, I'm shaking my head. We saw $4.59, $4.79, and $4.99. And now it's raining some more. Maybe that's the omen. Okay, passing by the... This is for... Well, no one has a card. This is $4.79. No one has a BP Visa. Yeah, it's been raining all day. That's crazy. $4.59, $4.79, $4.99. Out of control. Because all of us are doing, we're just putting in $20 just to get you back and forth 1 or 2 days. I'm not putting in $100. That's crazy. For gas? Gas is $4.69 here. I'm already here. I'm going in slow. Real slow in this turn, because if you're going too fast, you're going to be hard on your tires and brakes. You come up. I'm trying to just stay focused on my community, family, you guys. I'm gonna stop. You can't worry about everything else. Like, it's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. You see it's trash day. Yep, we're gonna keep putting trust out. Sorry about the bumps. Oh, sorry. Just tow up here. Nothing we can do. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do this private drop. I'm gonna try to get on maybe 6:30, 6:45 for a good teaching session. We'll talk about D&E. I want to thank you. Hopefully you have a good day, and I want to say thank you all. I need all of you to have a blessed day. I will talk to you later. Bye, E. Thank you for what you do.